What is going on, guys? And today I'm going to be running you through the best possible USA team on the starting database of FIFA 16, that is. I'm not doing it on FIFA 16 because I'm a scrubby rat who can't afford the game just yet, but you can help me afford the game by subscribing to the channel, liking and supporting the channel in any way you can. Thank you very much, guys, and thank you for your support. Before we get this team underway, just to let you know, I'm the worst person in the world probably at pronouncing names, so if I get any wrong, I'm more than happy to be corrected in the comment section below, so get down there and correct me if I'm wrong. A few other things, I'm going to be saying a few facts about these guys that you might know or might not know, so I hope you enjoy it and let's get it underway. So as we move into this team, first of all, we're going to go to the fallen soldiers. This is the bench of the team. I'm sure it'll be flashing up on your screen if I'm a good enough editor. I think I am, I'll get it up there. The first one is Omar Gonzalez. Omar Gonzalez is the 76 rare centre-back for the LA Galaxy. His pace is something that people will look for on a centre-back, but seeing as though he's one of the only gold centre-backs in the MLS, he could be used quite often, but I'm guessing his price could even drop to about 800 coins. This seems quite a lot for a rare gold, but last year I don't think you could get him cheaper than about 3,000 when he was a silver, so it's as always, when a player upgrades from a silver, they drop quite a lot in price, which is good but bad at the same time. The next person on the list is Alejandro Bedoya. No, I can't even say this name. Let's try again. Alejandro Bedoya. Alejandro Bedoya. Doesn't sound like a very American name, but what I could find out that he is actually an American. A lot of these players in this team you'll find out aren't actually American born. He plays for Nate, the League One team in Liga. He's a decent player from his stats. He's got good dribbling, he's got a decent shot, decent passing, decent physical, but his pace is something that people would look for. I was looking in the Foothead comments, and a lot of people were saying he deserves an upgrade and he shouldn't be this slow. Up to you guys if you know a bit more about him. I don't. Make sure you get it in the comment section below. Next one is Benny Feilhaber. I can't really pronounce this guy, but I've done a bit of research on this guy, and I kind of watched the MLS in real life myself. He's amazing at doing long shots. Hopefully I can get a bit of a video up of him doing a long shot.
Juliao away from his man. This could be the opportunity for Kansas City. Peterson, it falls to Benny Feilhaber!
In the MLS. People will call the MLS, but it's actually a growing league, and he is one of the best midfielders, hands down, in that league. He is doing amazing long shots, and I don't know what his long shots are in game, but if it goes off what he can do in real life, he deserves high stats in the long distance shot category. He's also got his own little show with the Kansas City YouTube channel, actually on YouTube. So make sure you go and check that out. I'll put that in the comment section below if you want to check that out. And he's also, at the moment of speaking, I think he's got 14 league assists in MLS, and I believe he is the joint highest assister in the league, so that shows his quality. Moving on next is to Aron Johansson. Aron Johansson, I believe, is about 24. He is with Wolfsburg. I'm not sure if he is American born, because there's a lot of players that are in the Bundesliga and are actually German born but have American citizenship. Now, I don't know if this is some link to do with Jurgen Klinsmann being the American manager and him just giving these players the starts, but I'm sure in football you have to either have ancestry coming from a country, and I think that only spans from either your mum or dad, yourself, or your grandparents have to be born in that country. That is why Ryan Giggs could have played for England, but he chose Wales because that was where he was born. And I don't know if this is the same for Aron Johansson and a few other players. Aron Johansson, a very young striker. He's got quite good pace, quite good dribbling, quite good shot, and all-round decent stats for a striker, what you would ask for, 74 rated. If you're building a silver squad, a silver America squad, I'd definitely try and get him in. Speaking about another silver American is, I'm going to struggle with this name. I believe it's Lee Nguyen, but it's Wen. I did a bit of research on this guy's name, and I believe it's Wen, pronounced Wen with an N at the beginning, so it's Nguyen. Lee Nguyen. He's a Vietnamese/American player. I believe his family is Vietnamese, but he was born in America, therefore he qualifies to play for America. Last year, this guy did get a January upgrade in the 2015 game, I believe he went up to a 77. I don't know if he upgraded from a silver to a gold. I believe he was already a gold, and he just went up to a higher gold. Maybe he could possibly get another January upgrade in this game. He's got great pace, great dribbling, great shot, great passing. He is somebody also that I would put in a silver squad if I was building an America silver squad. The next two I don't think need much describing is Brad Guzan, obviously a well-known keeper, and the next one is Nick Rimando. Nick Rimando, in fairness, I'll come back to Brad Guzan, but Nick Rimando is an amazing underrated keeper in my opinion. I don't know his age, I believe he could be in his 30s, as a lot of American keepers are. But this guy is an amazing goalkeeper. I'm going to see if I can get a video of a few of his saves up as I'm speaking about him now to show you this quality of this goalkeeper. People call the goalkeepers in the MLS, but this guy is definitely one of the best in the league. Coming back to Brad Guzan, we know pretty much everything about Brad Guzan. Something that we might not know is that even though he is the lower rated keeper and he's on the bench, in real life he is actually the USA men's national team's starting goalkeeper over the goalkeeper we have in the team. That has gone through the benches, the bench should I say. I'm now going to move on to the actual team, and let's just get to it. Moving on now to the starting 11, we're going to start in the defence. Now the first one coming in is the goalkeeper Tim Howard. This is the guy that I thought, in my opinion, would be the #1 goalkeeper for America. If I was Jurgen Klinsmann, the American national team's manager, I'd be putting this guy in. He is an amazing keeper for Everton. I see him weekly when I'm watching Match of the Day and stuff and seeing Everton's like saves. This guy has pulled off some amazing saves. He used to play for United and now he's at Everton, but most people would say that he's playing his best football at Everton. Funnily enough, something that I did not know about this guy is that he is in fact 36 years old. That is amazing. That shows anybody that as a goalkeeper you can ply your trade in one of the top leagues in the world, which is the English Premier League, at such a good age, you know, proving that, you know, quality can last even into your older years. Next up is John Anthony Brooks, or in this game as he's known is John Brooks. This guy is one of the gold players and one of the players in the team that I was talking about that is actually born in Germany. He's not American born, and I don't know how he's got the American citizenship. If you know more than me, be sure to get it in the comments because it's really confusing me. I did as much research as I can and I can't see if one of his family members is American. I couldn't find the information anywhere. This guy is well known for his goal, his header in the 2014 World Cup. It was a very, very well taken header. He's quite young as well, but I maybe believe that he's picked America because it is so hard to break into that Germany squad. But I don't know how he's got that, like I said, that USA citizenship to play for them. But he also played for the under-20 and under-23s America team, and he's also played for the under-20 German team. But I believe until you get your start for a national team, you know, you're not actually classed as one of those players. So America give it in first in the 2014 World Cup. Moving on next to the next centre-back is Jeff Cameron. Jeff Cameron is quite an old player himself. I believe he's 30 years old. He's now moved over into a centre-back position. And it looks like it's going to be a great move because he's got 73 pace and he looks like an absolute tank in the defence. Moving up into the next position is Alexi Lalas. Now Alexi Lalas is a legend that not many people will know anything about, but this guy is one of the best American legends in football, or should I say soccer for these guys. He brought through the game of football he brought it to a lot of people's attentions, and he's probably one of the main reasons why a lot of people are behind the sport now. I believe it's the third most popular sport in America, and when you think there's baseball, basketball, NFL, he's probably one of the key reasons why it has got to the level it has in America now. So a lot of support for him, any football fans. He's now 45 years old. Obviously he's a legend, he's still not plying his trade, but he's also cut that beautiful hair and that beautiful beard, and he kind of just looks like an average Lalas now, which is boring. What I would suggest is getting back that ginger hair and getting back that ginger beard and carrying on as a true GOAT legend that you look like. So getting back to the whole defence now, this whole defence has got 74 pace, 73 pace and 78 pace. That is beautiful pace to have on a three-man defence. Three centre-backs need good pace. I would suggest all three of them having good pace, and all these guys have, so that is definitely good news if you actually want to build this team. Now we're going to move up into the midfield. Now starting off the midfield is Fabian Johnson, who for some reason I want to just keep calling Stefan Johnson. And I don't believe that is anything to do with the player, the Norwegian player. I just believe it's just me being odd and just wanting to call him Stefan. I don't know why, but we're going to call him Stefan Johnson, even though it's Fabian. But last year he was a 74 rated right back in the Bundesliga, and as you can see, his position has massively changed. He's stretched over to the other side of the pitch, and he's now a 76 rated left mid. Now I know last year Mönchengladbach had a very good season, and this could be something to do with his position change and his rating, obviously. But I'm not exactly sure why that is. This is also another player, Fabian Johnson, that is an actually German-born player who now plays for America. I don't know what this trend is, it's really confusing me, but he was born in Munich in Germany, and he's now actually playing for the American national team. I'm not sure how old he is, but it's good to see him getting upgrades and a very, very dramatic position change. Moving into the CDMs of this team, we've got Jermaine Jones and we've also got Michael Bradley. Now going through Jermaine Jones as well, he is the last, I believe, player who is actually another German-born player. It is absolutely mad, this. Half of the team is pretty much German here. It's very, very odd how he's not a centre-back in this game, because in the actual MLS at the moment, he's been actually playing a lot of the centre-back position, and I believe they might have moved him back up to centre defensive mid because he was doing quite bad there in the centre-back position, but he's moved back up into CDM now, so maybe that's something to do with it. But he was actually born in Frankfurt, in Germany, so he's another German player. So as you can see, this bottom left corner is all a connection of 3 German players in the corner. Next one is Michael Bradley. Michael Bradley is from my much beloved Toronto FC in Canada. This guy is an absolutely amazing passer. I believe his passing should be so much higher. When America play, if you've never seen American play, the American team, should I say, USA play, this guy is the guy that strings all the passes for that team together. He is up, he is fought, he is down, he's the best box-to-box midfielder that I've seen in the American team. I don't watch that much of them, but when I do watch them, this guy is the highlight. He also does that for Toronto FC. He plays in many different positions in the midfield, and he's just an amazing player. Highly underrated in my opinion, but 80 might be fair. I'm not quite sure. He's got a very good card overall. No stat below, I think, is it 69? Yeah, no stat below 69. And he's just a really cool guy. I'd suggest you get him. Last person in this midfield is Ethan Finlay. Now, Ethan Finlay, you might never have heard of him, and I don't know if this is the best possible squad, because Ethan Finlay might bring the rating down. If you can build a better squad, make sure you get it in the comments and correct me. That's why I do YouTube videos, to be corrected. But this guy started off last season as a 64 rated right midfielder, I believe. I had that card, and then he got an inform as well. He's always been very fast, as you can see, 90 pace. He looks like a very, very good card to have if you do build this team. Both wings are very fast. But this guy he's upgrading massively. I don't know how old he is. He could be like 23, 24, I believe. But he is another joint highest assister, I believe, in the MLS at the moment. He's linking up very well with Kai Kamara, who I believe is also in this game. As a new 76 rated striker, make sure you check him out. But now he is a 71 rated right midfielder. He looks like an amazing card. I don't have much more to say on him, but we're going to move on. Now finally we're into the attack. Now this is a very nice position in the team. We've got the 3 attackers. We've got Dempsey, Altidore and Donovan, of course. Now he is kind of in the centre attacking mid, but I thought I'd put him in the last 3 because, a nice little trio to finish with. In the centre attacking mid position, we're just going to go with Landon Donovan. Now, Landon Donovan is an absolute legend in football, just in general. He played for quite a few teams in his whole career, but I've got to say that his best ever time had to be when he was in the MLS. He's an absolute just legend. If you can check out the MLS website, I'm going to make sure I get the stats in the comments, so make sure you go and check out that website. But this guy he's unreal. He had 334 games that he was played in. He had 313 starts, and he had 144 goals and 134 assists. Now, the MLS wasn't a good league, and if he's a very good footballer playing in a not as good league, he's going to score a lot of goals. But for any footballer to stay that consistent, it's hard. It is hard because, you know, it is hard. We've seen it through all footballers' careers. I can't use an example, but I'm pretty sure, you know, anybody would be impressed with those stats no matter what the league. It adds up, if we add up his goals and assists, to 278 assists and goals together collaborated, which in 334 starts isn't 334 games, is not bad at all. Internationally, he played in 157 games, and he also scored 57 goals, which means he played 100 games where he didn't score any goals, but I couldn't find the assists record, but I'm pretty sure he would have had a lot of assists as well. So that just shows his legendary status right there. Moving on to next is Clint Dempsey. Clint Dempsey is an amazing, amazing dribbler. If you've never seen this guy dribbling, I'm pretty sure you would have done. He's had spells at Fulham, and I can't remember the other team. I think it was it Tottenham? I might be wrong here. I know Donovan was at Everton, and I don't know if Dempsey was at Tottenham. If you guys know, make sure you say below. But yeah, this guy is an amazing player in real life and in game. I think it was 2 seasons ago, well, 2 FIFAs ago, should I say, when this guy got a team of the season, and I believe it was the YouTuber Finch.
Finch! That's right, Finch!
Who was using him so much. This card was amazing. I never got to use it last year, but I did use it in that year before, and it was a beautiful card. I've not used it this year. Obviously, I've not bought FIFA. But this guy looks like he could be the real deal again, with 73 pace but 82 dribbling and 80 shot. And dribbling in this game is a very, very key stat, so make sure you do get this guy in your team. Last of all, finishing up, is Jozy Altidore. Now, Jozy Altidore is also from Toronto. I might be a bit biased putting him in instead of Johansson because they're both the same rating, but I put in Jozy Altidore. Now, what a lot of people don't know is this guy's first name is actually Josma Altidore instead of Jozy. A lot of people shorten it because it's easier to say, but his name is actually Josma Altidore. He's got amazing, amazing potential, this guy, still. He's one of those that seems like he's been around for so long in the footballing world, but he's really still quite young. I believe he's 24, 25, which for a player who seems like he's been around for so long, he kind of fits in with the category of like El Shaarawy, Alexandre Pato and Neymar. How they've always, you know, he's obviously not at that quality of those players, maybe. But, you know, he seems like he's been around for so many years, yet he's still so young. So that's good to see that he's now at my favourite team, Toronto FC. And he's going to be hopefully helping us to the MLS playoffs and getting us further. Teams he's played for in the past are AZ Alkmaar. He's played for New York Red Bulls, he's played for Villarreal, he's played for Hull, he's played for Sunderland, and now he's at Toronto. That is about, what, 6 teams? 6 teams, yeah, that I've counted. He's probably played for more, but I'm not quite sure just yet. But he's played for at least 6 teams in his career, and he's only 25 years old. That is crazy stats. But fingers crossed he's settled at Toronto and he can start working his way up and getting a few goals to his name. But yeah, this has been my run through of the American team. I'm sorry if it's been quite long, a bit jumpy in parts, but if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure you support my channel in any way. And thank you very much, guys. See you in a bit.